joined today by Greg Cochran, Managing Director of Aurora Energy Metals. Greg, thanks for your time.
Thank you, David. Nice to be here.
Listed near on a year with a significant uranium asset in the US, all the tailwinds heading in the right direction. Why this project and what's the opportunity?
That's a good question, David. For me, I've always focused on late-stage development, a bit of a specialist in PFS and DFS definition rather than an early-stage explorer. And when this opportunity was brought to my attention, I got really excited. I have some history with the project. An old company of mine actually owned it. And I recognize its potential because of its scale and its location. But the key issue there is those tailwinds that you're talking about in the US. They're looking to double nuclear capacity. They are already the largest nuclear producer of electricity in the world. So that is magic. It's really attractive. But also, they really want domestic supply of uranium.
It's really interesting. You go back 5 years, running a uranium project would have been one of the toughest jobs in town. But talking, I know, recently to Guy Keller from Tribeca, who runs their uranium fund and has run that over a long period of time, he can see that the opportunity now to be part of that decarbonisation, be part of that clean energy story, is actually now a key part of the narrative.
Very true. In fact, Guy is one of our shareholders, I'm glad to say, and met with him just on Monday, and we were reflecting exactly on that position. And there are those very focused funds that have recognised this opportunity. And apart from a few outliers amongst the developing countries, unfortunately of which Australia still is one and Germany is the other clear one, the rest of many countries actually get it. And whilst I mentioned that the US would be looking to double nuclear capacity, when you look at the rest of the world, the most recent McKinsey report is talking about globally 400 to 800 gigawatts. And the question then becomes, where do we get the fuel from? Uranium is common, but it's not that easy to permit and get a mine up and running.
Referencing your project, one of the largest uranium projects in the US, a defined mineralisation body, where to from here? What's the process now of evolving that project forward?
Scale is very important in uranium because typically, you have slightly higher overheads than other comparable minerals because you obviously have the safety and health hurdle is a bit higher given the radioactivity issues. And we're proud of the fact that we can point to the scale of this deposit as literally being, and I choose the words advisedly, the largest mineable measured and indicated uranium resource in the US. And it's close to, it's over 80% measured and indicated. Often we're compared with some of the other companies, particularly in the US, which would claim a similar scale on their balance sheet of so many pounds, or perhaps even larger than us. But that's often 3 or 4 or 5 deposits, sometimes in different states. So it's clearly not comparable. So our competitive advantage is one location. We have this shallow, well-defined deposit surrounded by amazing infrastructure with a clear pathway to development. The infrastructure comes from the fact that it's a historical mining district. We bought private land just inside Nevada to build our plant, and that gives a number of advantages. First of all, it's a great mining jurisdiction, so the processing angle is better understood in Nevada. So there'll be a mine in Oregon and the processing plant in Nevada. The private land, right on the corner of the private land, is a substation fed by hydroelectricity. So we've got clean, green, reliable and cost-effective power to actually power our site and going out to the mine as well.
Strong tailwinds, a world-class project, a clear development path, management excited, that gets shareholders excited. Greg, thanks for your time.
Excellent. Thanks for your time too as well, David. I've really enjoyed discussing Aurora with you.